the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2-1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And his first pass is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target.
Just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to... The 29, a gain of 4.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger dancing to his left. And he's going to now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. But now it'll be third down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On third down, Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And it's third down.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And there's James Conner showing his versatility with a nice reception and first down pickup out of the backfield. 3 years into his pro career, though, he hasn't played a full season, so they want to see durability increase for him. But during his Pro Bowl year in 2018, that's when he showed everything. 55 catches that year, only 34 in 2019. They're hoping that those numbers continue to climb for James Conner.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No game.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go. Back
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Titans 3, Steelers nothing.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
He's going to go up top again. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now Tannehill.
2nd and 8. At the 28-yard
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's good.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Tannehill. Flushed out, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Titans 10, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
17 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill over the middle. It's Amendola. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right here. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 13.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Looking deep now for Amendola. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 10.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Steelers,
So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Tannehill on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
At the 31-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
To throw is Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
no gain on the play. Brings up
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Tannehill now to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be... looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Titans 27, Steelers 3.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now left side on the swing pass. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dominic Peko racks up the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Titans 34, Steelers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take... Oh, Connor loses it. It's picked up by the Titans. Does the big boy have the juice? And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Touchdown!
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The drive will start with Connor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line. Today's final score, Titans.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.